Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. No tactics in this video. If you were wondering what the thumbnail or the description of this video meant, if you followed me before in Eternal Evolution, one of the main things I did is every Monday, I just kind of did a free-for-all video. Sometimes I brought in and had a collaboration. That was fun. I might try doing that with this game too. But I kind of just... gave my thoughts on the game and just kind of talked about the game in general, what happened kind of this week, yada, 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 what I'm going to be doing, maybe a little bit of account detail. So I did want to do one of those type video segments every week. And I figured, since it's King Arthur, instead of table talk, it's going to be round table talk. So hence the thumbnail of this video. So let's get into it, because today it is my 30th day, and I got a Merlin for my troubles, which is good. I'll take more Merlin. I would love one more. Now my Merlin is S2. So after a month of playing, I'm not free to play. I can actually pull up how much I basically have spent. Canadian, so keep that in mind, is Canadian. So I do keep track. I recommend you do keep track of your spending if you're spending in mobile games. So I actually overspent last month, and I did about $300. I know that there was some other game stuff in there, so we're just gonna rough ball it around $300. So keep that in mind. That after a month of play and $300, that's how I got an account like this. So. For one thing, let's just start off in general, like the game itself. So I do like the game. I didn't like this home screen, but that was also one of my gripes about Eternal Evolution as well, was that the main home screen looked very Nintendo 64 or less, right? It just didn't live up to quality graphics. Now, that's not to say like they could touch this up. But it's just a flat picture. Like there's nothing moving in here, I don't think. No, nothing's moving. It's just your buttons to get your stuff over this really boring picture. So that aside, that's not make or break for me on a game like this. Let's talk about the summoning system. I do think the summoning system is decent, because the game does feel like it's generous with the summons. Like, I don't purchase summons, kinda, but I don't just outright go and purchase summons like some games. So you can use gems or these tokens, and the game does seem to feed you a fairly good clip of these. Like, it's not like you can't pull a 10 pull every day, but it seems like every time I look that I have more of these and I can pull a 10 pull, because you're going to get some from the guild. And we're going to jump around a lot in this video, so just bear with me. And I do recommend, if you are going to play this game, you have to be in a clan that is active, that actually, unless you are just playing this for poops and giggles, and if you are, you're probably not watching this video, because for the most part, casual people that don't care aren't the demographic that come and watch YouTube videos on how to play these mobile games. But if you do care, please get into a guild that's going to give you this 25 login every day. Are you going to miss it every once in a while because somebody's died? Yes, but very, very important that you get this every day. So you get one there, and then you get another one in your dailies. You get one there, so you at least get 2 a day. But it just feels like you get more, because there's always events going on. Like, what do we got here going on for events? This crystal consumption. No, but you got these, which are more important. Don't judge me on that one. Clan activities is broken, but there is some to get there. So I will tomorrow. I'll get 3 more from doing my solo missions. Stupid that this is bugged. So this event came out to do clan raid after the vast majority of the upper guilds have already finished clan raid and can't progress. So we're all missing out on a lot of currency in some of these too. So it does feel like these come in fairly regularly. You don't get any from here, but if we just look at the top track, and I do recommend if you have the crystals to buy the commander track, even though I'll get to it. Crystals is a gripe. So what? That's a normal one. That's a normal one. Maybe you don't get any from the normal track. Normal. No. Maybe you don't. Nope, you don't. Nope. But it's still, you get 2 a day. So, you know, at least every week you're going to get 10 pull. It just feels like they come in. And they come in from other sources too. I can't tell you where, but it feels like they keep coming in from other places. So the summoning system I like. The rate up banners are okay. It does feel like you get more legendaries than in other games. And what I like is that you don't... Yes, dupes are nice. But say like Eternal Evolution, you needed what? You needed like 12 or 15 copies to get them up to a usable point. Whereas you get 1 copy of a hero in this game. They're instantly usable. You just got to build them. So I like the way like that they give you heroes. So like go look at like J-Gig's his account. He did a video where he said he's free to play and he's missing I think 2 legendary heroes. So especially when you're just starting this game and the game's only been out for a little over a week, as you play through the story, you're going to be getting a lot of summons and you're going to be getting a lot of crystals. I would recommend never using your crystals to summon unless you are a pay to play. Never ever 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 use your crystals to summon. And I'm just gonna jump to my biggest criticism, or one of my biggest criticisms right now, is that once you're done like story, and once you've kind of reached a point where you're not getting a whole lot of achievements, and these achievements do come in quite regularly too. You always check on that. But look, there's always some diamonds in these achievements. But once you get way up there after a month of play, you know, these achievements start to slow down. So you're not getting a whole lot of diamonds from these achievements. Like you can see, power up lots, relic, get more diamonds. But these are a one-time thing. These are a one-time thing. Apart from the one-time allocation, like accumulation of crystals, which you get it in Arena 2. So you see that every time you go up a grade, you get crystals. But as soon as you're done, as soon as you've got them once, you don't get them ever again. So I got to looking today. Okay, so how many crystals do we get per day just from the game that we could use on stamina? Because that's what you should be using your crystals on, is just the stamina. Now you get a few here from your daily. You get a whopping 50. So that's 1 stamina refresh. 1 initial stamina refresh, because it goes up in cost as you get more. And then you get 20 from your login, which is right here. So the game, as far as I can tell, you can only earn 70 crystals per day. Unless you're a spender, because like there's all of these packages. So daily perks, which will keep you in diamonds. So if I was going to recommend anything to spend on, it would be these perks, all of them. For me as a Canadian, it's $10, $10, like $3 every 2 weeks. So that would be, you know, 20. Let's just say $50 a month keeps me as a spender in diamonds and stamina. Enough that I don't feel like I'm hindered in my progression. But free-to-play aren't going to buy this. So free-to-play have no access to crystals. You know, I purchased this. That's a lot of crystals to get me going. And a legendary. Purchase this, which is a lot of these rate-up summons. 1,000 crystals, 1,200 crystals, 1,000 crystals. Relic Selector. And these were fairly cheap. So free. I guarantee you spenders are going to eat these up. But it's all one time. It's a one-time thing. Estate Power. I could buy this. I could get these crystals, but it's a one-time thing. So as soon as I get to a point, I'm going to have to start managing my crystals as well. And I don't want to, other than the dailies, the daily perks, you know, there's going to become a point where I'm very limited, and that's going to mean that I'm limited on stamina because, like I said, you should only be using your crystals on stamina. So this game has to find a way You see how I just ramble? This game has to find a way to give more daily crystal income. So what daily things can you do for crystals? Well, the easiest thing, since in my opinion, would be Colosseum. Yes, Colosseum has its issues, but you do get a daily reward. You get a daily payout. And I think that these should include crystals. These should give the currency, the arena currency as well. But this is the easiest way to give you crystals. And it's not like you have to get up to Diamond 1 or Master 1 as well, because you know that this daily rank is based on a certain group of people that you're clumped with. So let's see. And this feels different every day. I don't recognize any of these names. It feels like the little grouping that you're in changes every day. Top ranks, that's overall. We don't care about that. But this game, it needs to give more crystals, because if free-to-play are running out of stamina and can't do anything, like if they don't even get enough stamina to do their dailies, they're going to quickly get fed up with this game and move on. So, in my opinion, no one's doing Arena because they should, because the stuff in the shop is good. You get, 5 of these a week, so there's more. So, this is another way to get special summoning tickets. This is the only way to get your relic pulls every month. You get 10 frost. You get some from achievements too, like the monthly achievements and the weekly achievements. But you should be doing Arena, and I think that given how they've set up the little brackets and how it's a daily payout, that should how they should be allocating crystals. And I really hope they get on that, because the game has been out for a week, and I've already heard those complaints from people saying, "Don't have any diamonds. I don't have any, and I can only play the game for an hour because I run out of stamina, and then I'm done." So that is my biggest gripe. That is the biggest thing that I think could really nip them in the butt and cause them to lose players easily and quickly, is them not having anything to do. And believe me, even me, who I go right down to the 150s. I go right up to the 200s. And, I play for 2 hours after reset when I get home. I make a video. And then I'm out too. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out of stamina. Because it just goes so quickly. Like, if you wanted to come in here and get gold, because gold is also a bottleneck. On stage 10, each 3-peat is going to be 50. So, what? I could do 8 runs, and that's it. I'm done. I'm out of stamina for the day. But you got so many other things to do. Every hero's got 3 relics. So you need these 2 dungeons times 3. Whereas, gear, you can just set one set of gear on it, level it up, and forget about it. Or you could advance them to 6-star and then forget about it. But you're going to be running these 2 bad boys a lot. So, even for a pay-to-play person, I'm still limited on stamina as well. And then gold's an issue. I'm not even getting into that. It costs given the fact that we don't have stamina, it costs way too much to level up a piece of gear. So let's just go find someone that has a piece of gear that's not leveled up. Or here, let's just try to level up this one. What? I don't want to equip it. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Equip. Now, it's already level 12. Well, that was dumb, Dylar. Okay, there we go. So to enhance this all the way is 500,000 gold. That is 2 runs of Gorgos 10. Gorgos 10. Or 2 triple runs. So that's going to be 100 stamina to level up 1 piece of gear. Because that's how little gold you get. Now, one little hint that I heard from Troll Gaming, who is also really, really good, is that if at the end game, he's not even really running Gorgos for gold. He's selling. So once you start getting 6-star gear, he's selling 5-star gear. Although 5-star gear, it's only 8,000. I thought he said that was more. What about 6-star gear? Get rid of that. 6-star piece of 6-star gear, 15,000. So I think he said that with the gold you get from running a equipment dungeon and then selling the gear from that, you can get equipment and mats for leveling up or for crafting equipment and get enough gold from the dungeon itself and from selling gear to kind of offset and not have to run Gorgos. Because at some point you are not going to need these level. Like I gotta look at these will just stacking up. Because I got most of my heroes leveled. I don't got them all leveled, and I don't have feel the necessity to level them all. But so the gold cost of everything is excessive to the point of ludicrous, and the lack of crystals to buy stamina is absolutely absurd. Like unapologetically, there's no recourse for them on that one. That's just bad game mechanics. So please scream at the walls, bug all the other content creators. Like, we need to like get our voices out now that stamina is an issue and daily crystal income. There's no way to get crystals. That's an issue. Because I just want to go look at some more. Because it feels like when you start the game that first 2 weeks, it just feels like the crystals are coming in hot and heavy, and you're going to be tempted to pull on or summon with your crystals. Just don't, because they're going to run out real quick. So these weekly missions, do we got any crystals from our weekly missions? 100. So there's a couple more pulls. What do you got to do? You got to craft items using alchemy. Okay. And there's a special summoning ticket. Everything, there's a little bit of stamina, but really that's only 2 Gorgos, 3 runs. There's a wind relic, ice and fire relic. These are hard to come by. And then monthly, what with 300? 300, that's it. 300. Complete weekly missions. So there's really no way to get crystals easily. There isn't. They need to implement something that you do daily to earn crystals, and that's why I think Arena should be it. That would also incentivize people to run Arena. Maybe we should just talk more about Arena now, because the Arena system is freaking dumb. Yes, I'm up to Diamond 3, but you basically got to play this thing non-stop. Like non-stop. You got to have your phone open. You just got to keep hitting attack when it comes up. Luckily, my day job, I work alone. I'm by myself. So I can just have my phone sitting on my console of my truck, and I can just keep hitting that button. Otherwise, you're screwed. If you're someone that just plays on the PC client, comes home, you're going to do your one battle for your daily, and that's probably going to be it. Then you probably won't do any more. But and right now that's fine, because you're not incentivized to do anything with it. Although I still say that this is the only way you're getting Sergius and Florentis, and Sergius is a good hero. Get his flame relic from the clan shop, and he's a good hero. So do I feel the need to buy these out? No, I don't. They're just normal summoning tickets. You don't even get rares from these anymore. So yeah, Arena needs to be fixed. Because once you climb so high, and what do we got? My freaking speakers in front of it. 2 days and 22 hours. We got 3 days left till the season ends. I think the season lasts for what is it, a week? 5 days? Something like that. But once the season ends, let's go to rewards. Once the season ends, if I'm in Diamond 3 now, it's going to drop me back, what, one? Let me see. I was always making it up to 4. That's my last rank. And then it would drop me down to gold 2. So what is that? That's 1, 2, 3. It's going to drop you down 3 ranks. Or whatever that's called. Three tiers. So you got to, and it's hard. Once you get up here, it is hard to win and to acquire points to keep ranking up. Unless you're playing nonstop. And the rewards are good. For every 5 days, you get another 4 of those. And these are the best, one of the highest, most sought after currencies in the game. Because it's basically a free selector on your legendary heroes for a copy. So those are really, really important. And you only get them really from clan raid, or your clan raid, and Arena. Let's see. Where does it say? Source info. Come, stop it. Forbidden Dungeon shop. Yes, you should be buying these with the Forbidden Dungeons currency too. Don't buy anything in this except for your flame relics, your pedestals. And this is a monthly thing. And yes, buy out these. Boom. There you go. Done. I bought them. I still need more, but I'll get currency because we have a month. It's only December 7th. So I should be able to get a lot of this stuff because I could push pretty far into the Forbidden Dungeon. So that is that's Arena in a nutshell. Kind of stupid how it how it's set up now, because the average player can't possibly play Arena enough, and it's not fun. It's boring. Let me go do a fight. Let's do a duel. Let's do a fight. This is my Arena team right now. I got it clocked. Sa'ane goes first, and really I find it's at the high levels, it's basically a speed check who wins. So now that my Morgan went first and pushed back their turn meter, I'm probably going to win. Because then, you know, Aine is buffing my Bedivere. He just comes in and just smacks. And you know, Morgan, she's just going to keep ramping up the turn meter. You know, to quit hitting her, because she's in invincibility state now. If you want to really piss off people, put Guinevere in here, because once she gets into this immunity state, she's really freaking annoying, because everyone runs Flame Morgan, and as such, we're constantly going to be pushing back turn meter. Just like, stop going. Go for more. Go for Merlin. But you see, like, what we've been playing for a minute, it's just another fight. Okay. Hurt him. Hurt him. Do bad things to his face now, please. Finish her off. Finish her off. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. And bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. So I think I've harped on Arena enough. Look at that. And I only get 2. 2 at Diamond 3. 2! You know how long that's going to take me? How... The only way that people are getting up here is by doing unspeakable things. Unspeakable things. And what you can't see is that every time you progress up a different tier, you get offered these really good pop-up offers for crystals. And it's hidden. You can't see it. You can't see it. It's hidden behind these. So, but this is whale territory as well. Like, really whaley. Like, I'm struggling. I need to clock my team better, but I don't have time to craft a million pieces of gear, and I don't have the gold to level up all those pieces of gear. So you're kind of just stuck. You see how this like circular loop of their pitfalls, which are really big pitfalls, just keep compounding on each other, making things worse. Gold, stamina, craft, yeah. So, but I still do my Arena. Let's talk about some good stuff. I think that the variety of bosses and how they've kind of crafted the mechanics for each bosses is really, really nice. I do like these dungeons. The dungeons are they've put a lot of time and effort into them. The graphics look really good. The cinematics, if you have them on, are really good. The boss cinematics. Like, I like how you need to build a team specifically to counter a mechanic in the pig, a different mechanic in this guy, a different mechanic in this guy, and a different mechanic in that guy. Like, it's really cool, and it gives, like, as you know, $300 in a month of play. I just yesterday got down Frozen playing 10. So I'm done 10 on Gorgos, done 10 on Plane of Beasts. But on Tarask, I'm still only on 7. So I'm still got something to push here. These 3 levels. And I know what to do. I'm just waiting to get the pieces to slot in there to do it. I know there's some free-to-play teams, but I've put so much resources into some of those characters, and what's hindering me is that their passives aren't skilled up all the way. So, like, I know with Tarask, there's it was on Stu Gaming. He showed that you could use the 2 commons. I think it's Bulk and Degenerate, and then Morgan and a damage dealer. But the problem is obviously that my is it my what's his name? Dejaret. I need his other passive up 2 more levels, so I can't do it right now because he's still getting in too many hits. So, you know, you don't just see a team from a YouTuber and think you can just go in there and do it right away. It does take a lot of time and materials to build up to get those heroes to this like perfect little spot, this perfect equilibrium where it just makes it look easy. Because here I'll show you. I'll show you here. I'll show you. Like, and he was doing stage 10. So obviously you see I was testing. I was testing things. I was trying to try Alan, but the team that he was running, I do believe was he had Flame Arthur in here because you want to use Flame. But let's bring in Tristan because it's kind of similar. And then there was 2 commons, Bulk and Dejaret. Why? Because Bulk gives accuracy up, and then every time Dejaret gets 2 accuracy up, he's going to give the team turn meter. But it doesn't work for me. And 1, 2 is because since this is a lower level, he's not doing enough damage to my Morgan off the beginning to turn her into Knight to speed her up. So you see right there already, even on just stage 8, Bulk died. And I know why, because I took all the gear off of Bulk. And I put it, I had a really good Vigor set built for him, and I took it and I gave it to someone else because I was sick of trying this. But it just wasn't working, and it wasn't working because it's forfeit. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Exit. It's still a cool dungeon. I love the mechanics. I love that you have to try different things, and I love that you can use uncommon, just like green heroes to get done the biggest content. But Dejaret, the stumbling block for me on him is where is the little zombie? Right here is this passive. So you see how it's only 2 out of 4? Well, here it is. See, he's only giving my allies 40% attack gauge, and it's not enough to have my Morgan keep ahead of the cat. So 1, I need her to go under 50%, which I can't do because she's built too beefy and it's only level 8. And 2, the Dejaret trick doesn't work unless you got this passive all the way skilled up, because you do want the 60% attack gauge increase. And what I'm building, what I'm going to do to kind of negate that, so they don't have to worry about that, is there's another hero we've already talked about a little bit, Sergius. So Sergius, if I get his Flame Relic, so I always run Sergius in that dungeon anyway. He's on my team, my Cat 7 team. Flame Relic, I think it's his. Is it this one? No, same thing. You kind of want to run his S. You want to run his S3 at all times. But if I can get this skilled up, this also just by attacking, you know, I don't have to wait to get. Pardon me. I don't have to wait to get 2 accuracy up to give my whole team 60% attack gauge. Every time he goes, I'm going to be prioritizing his S3, and he's going to give them all 60% attack gauge, and he's doing an AoE. He's doing an AoE. Because, let's see. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is his S3. So every time he does his S3, he's going to be given that 60%, and he's going to be doing damage. Although, this doesn't look like it's an attack. So he's going to be doing the exact same thing as Dejaret, but I'm losing his attack, like I get from his S3 on his wind. Attack all enemies, blah, 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 blah. But he's basically going to be doing the same thing as Dejaret. He's just basically going to be an attack gauge battery. And this doesn't say there's a cooldown. This is every time, if you get it 3 out of 3, where he's giving your whole team all of that attack gauge. Then, of course, you do want to focus target on him, blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm building. And then what I'm also hoping is to get the last hero that I don't have. I'm hoping Codex. I don't have Claudis. Claudis, really, really good because she comes as fire, and her S2, attack all enemies 2 times, 80% chance to reduce the target's attack gauge by 20%. Obviously, that goes up. You can go 20, 30, 40, 50%. Number of attack speed increase turns. And grant all allies attack speed increase. So Sergius, her, Morgan, and Jillian. That should just be lights out. Easy, 100% cat team. But very, very end game paid to win. You can get by on early cat. And I haven't made that video yet. That's what I was doing. I was testing for an earlier video to make a free-to-play guide. Blah, 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 blah. So, long ramble. Tangent. We're 30 minutes in, but I do really, really enjoy the way that they have these dungeons built. This event is trash. This event is absolutely trash. Don't get me started. Netmarble. I've been on the content creator program for one of Netmarble's other games that was also really good. Like, they put a lot of time and energy into the look of the game. That game had really cool events. They know how to do events right and make them different and fun. This was not different and fun. Yes, the fights are hard. You need those certain mechanics to beat each one, but it's also a trap because you have to spend so much stamina in here that your account is basically stagnant. And what do we talk about? What did I yell about for about 20 minutes? Stamina, lack of stamina. So yeah, let's put out an event where you got to spend an exorbitant amount of stamina to buy anything in here. Now, that said, I think I ran the math, and to get 35,000 would take way too much stamina. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna forego 5 memory stones because I get them from arena and I get them from clan boss. So I'm okay with not getting that. What did I buy? I bought the 5 rate up tickets, which come fairly cheap, and then I bounced. Never came back. Never did it again after that. So that event sucks. But these are cool. These are cool. Although this one you don't have to run because this gear sucks. Clan raid. There's issues. There's issues here because we finished it and we had like almost 2 weeks left until it ended. And a lot of clans, if we look. Not that. Clan rank. 24, 24, 24. Let's see. How far do we got to go down to get someone that's not done 24? There's a lot. All right, here we go. Here we go. The top 50 guilds are done. I don't know how many guilds are in game. This could be set up well, but if your top 50 guilds don't have anything to do, the whales are going to get bored. And the rewards aren't that good. Like the rewards for beating a boss, you get like a little bit of clan currency. Otherwise, you get, what is it? Yeah, tier info. So you get clan currency, which is fine. But you get crystals once every, what is this? Is this like I think it's a monthly event. I think it's monthly, which is unfortunate because these are probably some of the best rewards in the game. Now, if you're, rank, say, like 100 to 250, these 4 memory stones, that's nothing to sneeze at for a free-to-play player. But the crystals, again, that's like 1 day's worth of stamina. So, again, that crystal dearth problem. But the reward should be upped. For how much? For this should be the primo content because guild content is what brings people together in a mobile game. Is coordinating with people on Discord, solving a puzzle to beat bosses. But this was way too easy for the top guilds already. Like Eternal Evolution, it took the top guilds they had to struggle bus it in order to beat basically the guild raid. Like to finish it. But we did, but it's still a struggle. And then they kept adding on more difficulties. And the fact that it's just the bosses from the dungeons is kind of boring. Like, I think they should put some of the world bosses in here. Like Crotch and Cinnamon. Like Crotch and Cinnamon. But otherwise, there's room for improvement there. The Forbidden Dungeon, I think this is awesome. I think this is really cool because it's seasonal. And it resets. It's going to reset here in 16 days. So, not quite a month. But because this launched, I think this restarted again on global launch, which was the 27th. So what is that? That's 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days. So it's like a 26. I think their month is like 28 days or something. But this is about a once a month thing. So this is really cool. But then you get all these rewards again, which is awesome. So that's cool. I think that's really, really cool. Favor dungeon's cool. I like this setup. I like how that works. And then I think Sealed Temple's really good. So I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I've been rambling for 35 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. That's just some initial thoughts on the game. But a month in as of today, and I'm still hooked. I still love playing this game. So I'm going to wrap it up right there. Tell me your thoughts. Let me know if you like this being a weekly segment. I'm going to try to get it out on Mondays. Just to give my overall thoughts on the game each week. See how it's going. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, cheers, peace, bye-bye.